Hello and welcome. I am Dani Lofeudo with Essence Pilates in Park City, Utah. And today we're going to talk about a few things we can do at home as maintenance to the body to release load, restriction, discomfort on our lumbar spine or our lower backs. Hello and welcome. I am Dani Lofeudo with Essence Pilates in Park City, Utah. Today, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to keep your low back pain-free, comfortable, unloaded. But keep in mind that these tips I'm going to give you require not only a once a week practice. If you can incorporate that into your regular routine, say 3, 4, even 5 times a week, the more the better. The greater the benefit, the sooner you may see results. So, if we keep our hips mobile and our thoracic spine mobile, right between those two spots, live our lumbar spine, our lower back. So if we have mobility and stability of the hips, mobility of the thoracic spine, the low back will not take as much load as if those areas were restricted. So think about pelvic clocks, right? You're gonna lay on your back with your knees bent. Your knees can be knocked in with your feet further apart. Think of internal rotation. And you lay comfortably on your back, right? So for hip releases, the pelvis is gonna rock forward, tip away from you as you breathe in, and rock back as you breathe out. Rock forward, pubic bone going down to the floor, gently arching the low back away from the floor or your mat, and breathe out, tip the pubic bone towards you, gently imprinting your low back on your mat or the floor. So do that maybe 8, 9, 10 times. Listen to your body. Don't necessarily give a number to it, right? But remember that you breathe in as you tip forward. Breathe out as you tip back. Then you find center. So think of rocking over your sacrum, right? And then you're gonna go side to side. Oftentimes, people do windshield wipers with their knees, and the goal is to keep your legs as still as possible. So that internal rotation will help you keeping those legs from going side to side. So think of your pelvis doing a teeter-totter, right? Rock side to side a few times, and then relax. If you placed already numbers on your pelvic clock, 12 being your belly button, 6 being your pubic bone, let's say 3 to the right side of your pelvis and 9 the left. I want you to think of quadrants, right? Upper right quadrant, lower right quadrant, lower left quadrant, upper left quadrant. So from center, take a breath and tip your pelvis forward to 6. Breathe out, tip back to 12. So your belly button's pegged to your spine. Now, as you inhale, you're going to go down the right side of your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up the left side of your body. Keep going in that pattern clockwise a few times, nice and easy. Breathing in as you go down, breathing out as you come back up. And notice which quadrant of my pelvis feels a little restricted or bumpy, right? Sticky. So if you notice if, for example, it's the lower right quadrant or upper left quadrant, go a little slower in that area to iron out those wrinkles. Listen to your body, and you're going to switch directions the next time you are at 12. Now you breathe in, going 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe out as you finish going up the right side. Inhale, going down the left side. Exhale, come up the right side. Again, noticing in this counterclockwise motion, which quadrant of your clock feels a little stickier. Maybe it's all free and moving very fluidly, right? Do a few times that there. And then when you find center, Let's go ahead. If you have your knees knocked in, by the way, you can do this exercise with your feet parallel, legs parallel on your mat, or even a little bit wider apart than your hips. Okay, my preference in my body is the internal rotation with the feet wider than my hips, because that helps also to release my hip flexor, my psoas. That's a topic for another video. We'll talk a little bit about that too. Most of us have tight hips, hip flexors, I should say. So try with the internal rotation, feet a little wider apart when you do your pelvic clocks. Okay, so next, whatever feet position you were, if you're already with the feet parallel, stay there. If not, get there. Take your time. You're gonna again tip your pelvis forward to 6, tip back to 12. Just go back and forth a couple times. And then next time you tip your pelvis forward to 6, you're gonna take a deep breath in, tip back to 12, exhaling slowly. Your arms are by your side to support. You're gonna start lifting your hips up to a shoulder bridge. Take a breath at the top. As you exhale, melt down, rolling down, moving every rib, every vertebrae until your pelvis is on the mat and you find your neutral position. Your neutral position, you should have a small space to hold a blueberry under your low back. It's nice and snug. It doesn't run away from your low back and also doesn't get squished by your low back. Do that again. Take a breath, tip your pelvis forward to 6. Exhale, roll up to 12 and keep rolling up the lumbar spine, the middle back, thoracic spine, upper back, all the way up, never pushing the low back, up to the sky, right? We're gonna keep that connection, ribs to pelvis in the front of the body. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, you're gonna roll all the way down, nice and slowly. Okay. Once you're there, come on up to a seated position, and you can keep your legs crossed. If you're on your mat, you can extend your legs in front of you, or you can even stand up slowly. Okay, we're gonna move on to the thoracic spine. So we move the hips, release the hips. Let's go ahead and everybody stand up. So once you're standing up, bring your feet wider than your hips, slightly turn out. Stay with your chest upright, and you're gonna bend the knees and come back up like a sumo squat. Don't worry about how deep you go with your squat. Just bend and extend those knees, right? We flex and stand up, flex and stand up. After you do that a couple times, I want you to interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, press your head gently on your hands. And then you're gonna side bend. One way and the other, one way and the other. Elbows are forward. You're gonna come back to center. You're gonna rotate both sides. There we go. Come to center. Reach your arms up to the sky. Lower them down. Look right and left. We're going up to the cervical spine now. Just a little bit. Take note of how your neck feels here. You do rotation. We're gonna do a little side flexion and rest. Okay, keeping those two areas, pelvic area, your hips and your thoracic spine mobile and supple, will definitely take the load off your low back. Eventually, if you have any issues or feel restricted or uncomfortable on the low back, remember that moving, keeping your hips and your thoracic spine mobile, healthy, will do wonders for your low back. Let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, be kind, love yourself.